Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to wherever you are in this ever-expanding now moment. Welcome to the Blu-ray Ascension Seed Show with your host, Natalie Alaya.
Hello, everybody.
Myself, Bridget Rao. And today we have a special guest star, Jodi Griffin St Onge from Blue Angel Healing in Carver, Mass.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
She's going to be discussing Theta Healing, clearing limiting beliefs, how Theta Healing works on all different levels. She's also a very avid angel communicator, and she can express how to pick up on the signs that your angels are giving to you, the different vibrations that angels have. She has direct communication with them every day, all the time. So she's the perfect person to talk to when you want to hear about the angels. But Jodi, did you want to give a little brief description into what Theta Healing is and how it works?
Absolutely, Bridget. I'm happy to. So Theta Healing was brought to us by a wonderful woman named Vienna Steibel, and she is from Montana, and she has a Theta Healing Institute of Knowledge now that was created in Idaho Falls and now has been moved back to Montana. But it is a revolutionary healing technique that works with the cells of your body and the creator consciousness through the theta brainwave. I am able to make changes on the cells on your behalf through the creator of all that is. So I become the witness and the creator does the healing. And our bodies are consisted, as we know, of millions of thousands of cells working together in concert to form the material body of your beautiful self. So within our body, we contain belief levels within our cells. So we have a core belief, which is everything that you have learned from birth until now. We also have what we call genetic beliefs, which are downloaded or essentially passed on through the cells at birth and as we're created in the womb from our parents, from our mom and dad, but also from our grandparents and our great-grandparents, going back to 7 generations of beliefs, as well as carrying history-level beliefs, which could be anything from a past life or an ancestor. So if there was a traumatic event that occurred within your ancestry, then your cells would remember that. Therefore, you would have triggers or limiting beliefs surrounding those particular topics of interest or specific situations. And then we carry things on a soul level, which are very deep ingrained beliefs, and those are the soul of who you are. So when we carry a belief that is on the soul level, it's a big belief, and those ones tend to be a little bit more difficult to clear because you've had them for a lot longer, especially if they're coming on the history level and or genetic level. So the Theta Healing, so as a practitioner, those that come to receive Theta Healing would sit across from me. We may hold hands or not. It's completely up to the person and where I'm located in the U.S. I can offer Theta Healing on phone sessions because it can be done long distance. I don't need to have you present. All I need is for you to agree to the changes. I use a process of Theta Healing where I reach the theta brainwave and I'm able to access through the creator. I can scan your body, ask creator to show me what beliefs you're carrying, and it could be a belief that I don't like snow, and we could work on why you don't like snow, and there could be a fear of snow, and perhaps on your history level there was an ancestor who passed away during a snowstorm, a blizzard, or avalanche. And there you work with creator to conduct a soul retrieval. We would bring back the soul parts that were lost, clear away the trauma, and then download creator's teaching and definition of what it feels like to live without carrying that. And therefore, after that healing, we always call that a miracle healing, of any sort. Whenever we make a change in the body, it is always a miracle, because these are deep ingrained beliefs that we have had that would not change otherwise without connecting to the Creator on the seventh plane. We could go through hundreds of years of cognitive therapy, including Reiki, to clear limiting beliefs, let's say anxieties and fears and triggers. And with one session of Theta, these beliefs can be cleared. I don't make assumptions saying that someone is going to have a total miraculous healing, but I have seen miracles occur with individuals where they have carried beliefs towards having relations with other people who are unable to even communicate with another person, who all of a sudden has the ability to do so. And this has happened through a number of sessions. We work on similar issues, releasing fears, and as we clear them, people become more confident, more in line with their divine purpose, and they feel more alive inside and more grounded into Mother Earth, and it is no longer do they carry those triggers. So each person is different. Every healing is unique, as we all carry different belief systems in our body that react differently to those situations.
I really like how you can use Theta to help manifest abundance. Like I've noticed it works so much quicker when we do that.
Yes.
And that's like, can you tell people like what some of their limiting beliefs would be surrounding getting abundance?
Well, believe it or not, there are lots of blockages within abundance. It could be, money is the root of all evil. That's a belief that many of us carry. Also, worthiness beliefs, where I am not worthy to receive, that could be created through just coming into this world, and maybe you live in poverty, you grew up in poverty, and it's difficult to come out of that. You might carry a vow of poverty. So some people, especially if someone has a loved one that, let's say, was a priest or a nun, or if they have had past life regression and they have had an experience where in a lifetime they were a nun, they may carry that vow of poverty, and by having that, they are unable to carry and hold on to money.
Right. It's really cool, and I was kind of like about it when I didn't expect it to be so powerful, but like we did the manifesting abundance class, and within like 2 days, stuff that I was asking for was showing up. Jamie brought home a brand new vacuum, and one of the things I had asked for was new appliances. So it was so cool to see it manifest so fast, and I was asking for simple things. I wasn't asking for like the moon and the stars, but for it to happen quickly, it was really cool.
Yeah, it's really amazing how fast things can start coming in when you're in alignment to receive. Also, other beliefs preventing one from receiving abundance would be beliefs surrounding resentments, anger, holding grudges onto other people, situations, jobs from the past. That is also a block to receiving abundance and financial stability.
I like that it also works. I was talking to someone last night who's done Theta with you, and the weight loss. They were able to go from being in a position where they were unable to do a healthy diet or to change, and now they've dropped like 45 pounds in a short amount of time. And it's just, those are the types of things that people like. It doesn't seem like it could happen, but I know firsthand because I'm seeing these people transform.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I know who you're talking about there. And how amazing was it that it was almost immediate after her session that person was able to really shift and start being more in alignment to what was good for her. And like I said, everybody has different beliefs, so it just so happened that we had set our intention ahead of time, and she did as well, and I do believe that that has a lot to do with it, is that her mindset was ready to make these changes, because I've had some individuals that come in and they want to do work on weight loss or abundance or love, okay, like bringing in their soulmate, okay, their most compatible soulmate. And if they are not willing to do the work and make the changes, then they're not able to actually bring in that high vibration to come in for that change to happen.
Well, that's what happened with me that night about paying past bills and debt. I was like, no.
Right. We had to stop. But she was like, okay, I don't want that. And I'm like, okay. So, I have to go around that. And I'm hoping eventually she'll be ready to clear that. And I always tell people, if they instantly say, oh, well, I can't do this or I can't do that, and I look at them and I say, that's a limiting belief. Would you like to clear that? Because it can be changed. And anything can be changed in our mind, anything at all. And I've had amazing experiences with the Theta. It blows my mind every time. I even had a woman that came in for a session, and she has asthma. Or asthma-related symptoms, and even though she goes to the doctors and they've gone through all of their testing and she has all these inhalers, it never changes, and she really does, it comes up inconclusive that she has asthma. So we went through a healing package where this woman came in to see me weekly or bi-weekly, and we're working, and as I'm going up to Creator, all of a sudden I was seeing her past life and how she had passed. And at the age, now this is the thing that was so amazing to me, the age that she had passed in that previous life was the age that she in this life started picking up those symptoms.
Wow.
Really? Right. And when we cleared that, her asthma disappeared.
How did she pass?
It was a traumatic ending. She was crushed.
Okay, so she couldn't breathe.
And it was like a board. I was having visions, and I asked Creator to show her and show me, and I kept on seeing a board with boulders being pressed on her and crushed. And so she was crushed to death.
Yeah, because in asthma. Yeah, that's and I totally believe that because I've seen it, time and time again. People, I think John Doonan had said something to me about my the sciatic pain that I had, that it was caused from past life, and the age that it started showing up here was the age it was when I had whatever killed me in that life come.
Exactly.
It sounds really shamanic to me. That it's kind of like a shamanic type of, because you're going into, almost sounds like the Akashic records.
Yes, exactly. We're going into
soul
the Akashic
retrieval.
records.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and on different levels, it sounds like, when you were talking about the soul, the history. That's really interesting. So you're going on different levels of the Akashic records. And you said something about the miracle healing. The Buddhists say that anytime we heal something, we could have had thousands of lifetimes with that unhealed. So it is a miracle when we heal it.
As simple as it is, it's a slight change, and people don't realize it. It's such a simple shift within the cells that it's profound. Just like with the woman that had come in for weight loss, and we had done one session. That was a miracle healing. I've had a young girl come in with eating issues, and then all of a sudden things disappear. I've had so many things come in, and I'm completely humbled at the power of Creator and at the power of Theta Healing. I've been a healer for many years, and I've been facilitating hands-on since I was 4 years old and facilitating Reiki since 1996, and I've never stopped hands-on. So for me to be able to make these type of changes for the clients that are coming in, and it's not me, and I have to constantly correct myself because I want to make sure that people understand that I am the witness and the vessel. Creator shows me where it is, then I, on their behalf, tell Creator to change this for them. It comes in so powerful and unique. So what one person might be experiencing for one particular healing, or miracle healing as we call it, another person with the same belief system is going to experience something completely different.
Yeah. The witness thing too, see, like you said, Creator comes in and shows you. When I go on a shamanic journey, the power animal shows me. But it's the same thing, just like a different. It's almost like a fractal level.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And I am able to, through that theta brainwave, I'm able to communicate with spirits as well, our loved ones that have crossed over, our own ancestors, animals that come through. I've had totems come through. It's just all in that encompassing seventh plane.
Explain the theta waves. Is this like the alpha, beta, theta? I think the theta waves are the shamanic. Maybe it's not the meditative brainwave, isn't it?
Yeah, like when we're alpha, we're awake, you know, and you go into beta and we are in that half point, you know, when a lot of healers are able to reach a beta state, that's meditation, that's daydreaming. When you're hitting theta brainwave, where it's deep in our subconscious mind, and as you know, being a shamanic healer, you're able to, what they call theta healing is, we're not listening to sounds though to bring this theta healing, where
you're not listening to the drum or the rattle. Right.
This is just able to go up into that theta brainwave to reach that state of consciousness, still being aware and present, and then having to make that change. So we go through, like I almost do my own, I do a little guided journey with my client whenever I begin this process, and I think it allows me to prepare as well, really letting go and meditating and just allowing myself to be centered in the heart of Mother Earth, pulling in that energy, and we always ground to the heart of Mother Earth. And then we ask to be guided, you know, past the white lights, the dark lights, the white lights. We go through the many levels of consciousness.
Of the veils or whatever they call them, Yeah,
we call it 7. We call them levels of consciousness. So you can have, you know, level 1 of consciousness or planes of existence. So like the first plane would be everything would be rocks and the earth.
The crystal consciousness, I call it.
Exactly. Then the second plane is plants and animals. Third plane is where we are right now. Fourth plane is our ancestors, our loved ones. Fifth plane is all of our gods and goddesses, the ascended masters, the angels. Believe it or not, our gods, like our Hindu gods, are on fifth plane. Sixth plane is all of the laws, like all of everything that has to do with just gravity, you know,
the universal energies, quantum.
Exactly. And seventh plane is where the creator of all that is, and that's essentially where we go to make these changes, and we don't even consciously know that. And they say that that is where Master Jesus was able to connect to the seventh plane of the creator consciousness, to make those changes for total miraculous healing on all of these people, which is pretty cool. And
he always said or claimed, at least when I was going to church and stuff, that Jesus said that, you know, others would do this and more. What he was doing. So yeah, I've always, you know, he never said it's only me who can do this.
I know.
You know?
Oh, I know, but like, you know, we have, you know, and I'm not downplaying anything, you know, like they have their beliefs, and some people, you know, that they would say that I would be blasphemous for saying that.
Yeah, and I don't get that. He wished humanity to have these healing abilities, I think.
I agree, and he himself said, you know, the kingdom of God is inside you, and it's all around you. It's not built of mansions of wood and stone. They're here. It is here within us. You lift a piece of wood, you pick up a rock, and you're going to find Creator. You split a piece of wood, and I am there.
That's beautiful.
It's in every living, breathing, and non-living thing. And he was able. I mean, he did his teachings on top of a mound, you know, under a tree. And there at that time there was no churches and things like that, so there is a lot of controversy. But I tell people I pray directly to Jesus. Like when I'm beginning, I go right up to Creator. I ask to be a vessel, and I ask that any angels or spirit guides who would like to work with me to do so. And I work with Native American spirit guides, and I've had different Hindu gods come in for specific healing because that's what the person needed, and it wasn't about my ego. It's just about being that vessel of light. And I think that's why I love Theta, because again, it's not about religion. It's not about views. It's just about connecting and making that conscious connection to the creator of all that is and saying, okay, creator, we need this done for this person right now. And miracles happen. And if it's in their divine purpose to not receive that healing because they're not open to it, then it still has to be okay, because that's their journey on this world and their earth plane. Like, that's their spirit journey here. So every day I'm just blown away and amazed at Theta.
When did you start doing Theta healing, Jodi?
I want to say it was 2012, 2013, about that time.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard about Theta many years ago, and even one of my mentors kind of was like, oh yeah, it's just like Reiki. And so I felt that it was a little bit, people didn't really think of it in the same terms that I'm thinking of it right now. So it was almost poo-pooed to me. And so when I was searching for more and searching for more and searching for more, I kept on being drawn back to Theta, and I would ignore that feeling. Hello, I should have listened earlier. And so, because Vienna was actively doing this in 1995. So, I mean, it was out there in the beginning of my career. And then it came to my knowledge about, it was probably about 2008, 2009. I had a friend of mine. His name is Jim Wazalewski, and he's an advanced theta healer and a health coach of mine. And we were working together doing Reiki. He's a Reiki practitioner, and he kept on hearing from the creator that he needed to work with me, and he kept on saying it, Jodi, I don't know how we're going to do this, and I know that, we'll barter if we have to. And I was like, okay. So we bartered for sessions, and he practiced theta healing on me, and I couldn't believe how it made me feel, releasing resentments that I didn't even know were there.
Yeah.
Fears. I mean, I was afraid of dogs. I couldn't even be near a dog. Now I can be near a dog. And I can walk down a path and not have a panic attack with the dog coming near me. If there's a dog, even on a leash, I would go, oh my gosh, and I would be afraid of getting bit by a dog, because I had a belief that I would get bit by dogs. And that was a limiting belief, and that was a phobia. And theta healing healed that for me, and I couldn't believe that. So he connected to me with my teacher, Pamela, who's from Massachusetts, but now is in St. Petersburg, Florida, and Pamela Lord, and she's fantastic, and she's good friends with Vienna, and I feel very much so that, like, I was gifted her, like, to be connected to her. The creator wanted me to learn, and I haven't stopped since.
That's great.
It's completely integrated into my healing programs now, so my clients who come to see me for Reiki also have an opportunity to experience Theta, and every single one of them get hooked on Theta. Because it's just like, can we just do Theta today? You don't want to get on the table? No, we'll just do Theta. That's okay, because they're feeling the difference. And Reiki is wonderful, and I always infuse Reiki at the end of my sessions, because it just is it makes you feel so warm and cozy, and it makes you, allows you to
so gentle. It's just, Reiki is like this, like, gentle hug and kiss or something,
And so, I do my hands-on with them at the end of our session. So we'll do an hour of theta healing. We'll take a 5-minute break and then come over to the table, and then they'll get some hands-on, and it just, they say they leave like butter.
It is cool, and I like the muscle testing, because it's like it shows you how to like, even how to do things in regular life. Like, I do that as a way to figure out if something's the best for me. Like, if I'm stuck between two decisions, like I did it with the blankets I was buying the other day. I'm like, which one do I want more? So, like, in the middle of the store, muscle testing.
How do you do the muscle? Do you do with the fingers, with the muscle testing? Just pull your fingers?
Yeah, I don't do it with the fingers. I actually use the body as a pendulum. So I will have The people that come to see me, the participants or the clients rather, would stand facing north. I have them close their eyes so that they're connecting to their subconscious, and I zip up their energy, and I'll tell them to say that, their legs are about hip width apart, soften the knees. We'll say yes, the body should full forward, and then no, the body will kind of pull back. And I always tell them, if you need to step forward or back, please do so. Don't fall, because I wonder sometimes, like, no, you want to make sure you can step. Don't fall down.